Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Calm Learner. In this video, we are going to start class 6 Geography NCERT chapter 1 The Earth in the Solar System. This chapter helps us understand where our Earth is located, how it is related to Sun, Moon and other planets, and why Earth is called a unique planet. So, let us begin. Before we begin with chapter 1 in detail, let us first take a quick overview of the contents of class 6 Geography. This book is titled The Earth Our Habitat, and it helps us understand the Earth, its surface, and the people living on it. In this book, we will study topics like the Earth and the solar system, major landforms such as mountains, plains, and plateaus, different types of climates and vegetation, oceans and water bodies, and finally, how humans interact with their environment. So this book slowly takes us from the space to the earth and then from the earth to the human life. In this video, we will start with chapter 1, the earth in the solar system, which lays the foundation for all geography chapters. So this table shows what exactly we are going to cover in this chapter. Now let us understand this table carefully. This table shows the hierarchy of space. That means how everything is connected from the largest to the smallest level. At the top of the table, as you can see, we have the universe. The universe is the largest unit and it includes everything that exists in the space. When we move one level down, we come to galaxies. A galaxy is a huge collection of millions of stars, dust, and gases. One such galaxy is Milky Way galaxy, and this is the galaxy in which we live. Inside the Milky Way galaxy, we find the solar system. The solar system consists of the sun, planets, moons, and other celestial bodies. At the center of the solar system is the sun, and all the planets move around it in a fixed paths called orbits. One of these planets is the Earth, which is our home planet and the only known planet to support life. So, this table clearly explains how the Earth is just a small part of a very vast universe, yet it is extremely important for us. At the end of the table, we have Moon, Earth's only natural satellite. It moves around the Earth and reflects sunlight. Okay, so now let us cover everything in detail. First, let us understand the universe. The universe is a vast space which includes millions of galaxies, stars, planets, and other celestial bodies. It is so large that we still do not know its exact size. Our Earth is only a tiny part of this huge universe. Okay. So, after universe comes the galaxies. A galaxy is a huge system of stars, dust, and gases. The galaxy in which we live is called Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system, including the Earth, is located inside the Milky Way. The Milky Way appears like a bright band of stars in the night sky. As you can see, there's a photo of galaxy given. We, uh, the solar system and the Earth comes in the Milky Way galaxy. In India, it is also known as Akash Ganga. Galaxies are known as Akash Ganga. Now, galaxies consist of celestial bodies. So, let's look at that. All the objects that we see in the sky, such as sun, moon, stars, and planets, are known as celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big, like the sun and the stars, while some are comparatively smaller as compared to the sizes of sun and other big stars like planets and moons. Apart from this, there are other celestial bodies such as asteroids, comets, meteors, which are also part of our universe. So, celestial bodies together make up the structure of our universe and the solar system. Now, let's move on to the solar system. The solar system consists of the sun, 8 planets, the satellites, or as we call them, their moons, and other celestial bodies like asteroids, meteoroids, and comets. The sun is at the center of the solar system, and all the planets move around the sun in fixed path called orbits. Now, let us understand everything in the solar system in detail. So, now comes the sun, the center of our solar system. It is a pulling force which binds our solar system. The sun is a huge ball of hot gases mainly made up of hydrogen and helium. It provides us with heat and light which makes life possible on Earth. Without the sun, there would be no life on our planet. It is 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. Now, let us look at the planets of our solar system. There are 8 planets in the solar system in order from the sun. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Each planet is different in size, color, and their composition. Now, let us understand the classification of planets, which is very important for competitive examinations like UPSC. So, planets are mainly divided into two major groups: inner planets and outer planets. Inner planets, the planets which are closer to the sun, are called inner planets. These are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Inner planets are also known as terrestrial planets. The word terrestrial means Earth-like. These planets are made up of rocks and metals and they have a solid surface. Outer planets, the planets which are further away from the sun, are called outer planets. These include Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These planets are also known as Jovian planets. They are mainly made up of gases. The word Jovian means Jupiter-like. For the conceptual clarity, let us see the difference between the two terrestrial and Jovian planets. So, terrestrial planets are smaller in size, very dense. Dense terrestrial planet means planets are composed of heavy, rocky, and metallic materials, resulting in high mass per unit volume. This means that terrestrial planets like Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are mainly made up of rocks, silicates, metals, metals like iron and nickel. So these materials are very heavy and tightly packed, which increases the density. They are rocky in nature, have fewer or no moons. To explain this, terrestrial planets possess few or no moons due to their smaller size, weaker gravity, proximity to the sun, causing strong tidal effects, and limited availability of satellite forming material in the inner solar system. Now, if we see Jovian planets, they are very large in size, made mainly of gases, have thick atmospheres, have many moons and rings. They are just opposite to terrestrial planets. So, to remember easily, inner planets is equals to terrestrial is equal to rocky. Outer planets is equals to Jovian is equals to gaseous. This classification helps us understand the structure and composition of the solar system. Now, let's move on to our planet Earth. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It is the only planet known to support life. Earth has air to breathe, water to drink, suitable temperature is also present. That is why Earth is called a unique planet. The Earth does not have a perfectly spherical shape. Its actual shape is best described as a geoid, meaning Earth-like shape. The geoid represents a true physical shape of the Earth defined by variations in gravity due to uneven mass distribution and Earth's rotation, making it an irregular but realistic model of the planet. As you can see in the diagram, it is slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. So this shape is not a perfect sphere, and this is called as a geoid shape, which is the shape Earth-like. Okay. So now let's move on to moon. So before understanding the moon, let us understand what are satellites and how they are classified into natural and artificial satellites. So a satellite is any object that revolves around a planet due to gravity. Satellites are broadly of two types: natural satellite and artificial satellite. A natural satellite is a naturally occurring celestial body that revolves around a planet. An artificial satellite is a man made object that is intentionally placed in orbit around the Earth or another planet. It is used for communication, weather forecasting, navigation, defense, research, etc. Now, for the moon, it is a natural satellite of the Earth. It moves around the Earth and reflects sunlight. The moon has no air or water, and that is why no life exists there. It takes 27 days for moon to revolve around the Earth. We will discuss more about its phases in further videos. Now, let us learn about two more important celestial bodies, asteroids and meteoroids. So, asteroids are small rocky bodies that revolve around the sun. Most asteroids are found in a region called the asteroid belt, which lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Asteroids are irregular in shape and are much smaller than planets. They are made mainly of rocks and metals, and they do not have their own light. Now, if we look at meteoroids, meteoroids are even smaller pieces of rocks present in space. They are usually formed when asteroids are broken into small fragments. Now, for the terms meteoroid, meteor, and meteorite refer to the same object at different stages of movement from outer space to the Earth's surface. So, if we explain what are the difference between the three words, so when a meteoroid enters the Earth's atmosphere, it starts burning due to friction and produces a bright streak of light in the sky. The bright streak is called a meteor, commonly known as a shooting star. If we look at meteoroid, RITE, if a meteoroid does not burn completely and reaches the Earth's surface, it is called meteoroid. So, if we take a concept recap of this, it is very useful for exams, so please note it properly. Asteroids are large rocky bodies revolving around the sun. Meteoroid, ROID, are small rocky fragments in space. Meteor is burning meteoroid in the atmosphere, and meteorite, RITE, is a meteoroid that reaches the Earth's surface. Now, let's learn about another important celestial body known as comets. So, comets are small celestial bodies made up of ice, dust, and gases. They revolve around the sun in a highly elliptical orbits, which means that their path is very long and stretched. When a comet comes close to the sun, the heat causes the ice inside it to melt. As a result, a bright glowing head is formed along with a long shining tail, as you can see it in the diagram. This tail always points away from the sun due to the pressure of solar winds. So now if we talk about the important features of comets, we can say that comets do not have their own light. They shine by reflecting sunlight. Their tail becomes visible only near the sun. They are often called dirty snowballs. So the important concept for UPSC regarding comets is that comets are considered remnants of the early solar system, and they help scientists understand how the solar system was formed. So, in that aspect, comets are important. Now, let us look at one of the PYQs asked in UPSC. The question is, what is the difference between asteroids and comets? As the option 1 is given as asteroids are small rocky planetoids, while comets are formed of frozen gases held together by rocky and metallic material. Second option is asteroids are found mostly between the orbits of Jupiter and Mars, while comets are found mostly between Venus and Mercury. Option 3 is comets show perceptible glowing tail, while asteroids do not. So, as we have discussed already, option 1, it is given that asteroids are small rocky planetoids, which is a correct statement that they are minor planets which are rocky, airless, and remnants from leftover early formation of solar system. And as second, in the option 1 it is given that comets are formed from frozen gases held together by rocky and metallic material. This is also correct that comets are cosmic snowballs of frozen gases, rock, and dust that orbit the sun. Second, in the second option, so we can say that first option is correct. In the second option, it is given that asteroids are found mostly between the orbits of Jupiter and Mars. So, this is correct that asteroid belt is located roughly between the orbits of planets of Jupiter and Mars. But in the statement 2, it is given that comets are found mostly between Venus and Mercury. So, this statement becomes wrong because comets are not limited to any specific region. They are spread all over the solar system. Also, it is very hot near Mercury and Venus, and as we have already discussed, that there are no rocky fragments and small asteroids near inner planets because the atmosphere is very hot near the inner planets. So this option becomes automatically wrong. Now, for the third statement, this it is saying that comets show a perceptible glowing tail while asteroids do not. This statement is also correct. So, because as we have discussed, that comets can heat up and spew gases and dust into a glowing head that can be uh, seen as a glowing tail. So, this material forms a tall tail that stretches for millions of miles. So, this statement is correct. So, as we can say that option B, 1 and 3 only, is the correct answer for this PYQ. So, for the conclusion, if we ask why this chapter is important, then this chapter helps us understand our position in the universe, the structure of the solar system, why the earth is special. So, this knowledge forms the foundation of geography, which is very important for UPSC and other competitive exams. So, in this video, we learned about the universe, the Milky Way galaxy, the solar system, and our planet Earth. So, in the next video, we will continue with the chapter 2 globe, latitudes, and longitudes of the class 6th NCERT. So, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, share it, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Stay calm and keep learning.